Leo. My name is Audrey Allison, and this is your February forecast, 2015. I'm happy to be here. I have to let you know it's really storming outside, so if you hear the rain against my window, you know, it's just Mother Nature, but it's very bizarre. It just came on suddenly. I'm glad that I'm doing these forecasts indoors because there was zero predictions for rain in Los Angeles. So anyway, let's get into the forecast. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for subscribing and tuning in and liking and being very cool and sharing this podcast and being very supportive in this business venture for me at Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. I appreciate it very much. So let's start the top of the month with our full moon, which will be on the 3rd of February. We have a full moon at 14 degrees Leo, which is your full moon. So this is in your first house of self. Amazing. Okay, so Leo and Leo rising, what this is a culmination and an awareness in your first house. Something's coming to an ending here. You might give up a habit or release something that no longer serves you. There's also something that could come to the light that's been hidden, that is brought to your attention around the time of the 3rd. But it's a beautiful full moon for you, Leo, because February in itself is a smooth month. We're still in the Mercury retrograde now, and even through the 11th of February. But Mercury will go direct at 1 degree Aquarius, your polar opposite sign in your 7th house of relationships. So this is pleasant, because you might have been on hold or a little tongue-tied in the communications sector with Mercury retrograde in your 7th house of marriage or of others. Your business partners might have been wondering what the hell you've been talking about the last 3 weeks. Or your, wife or husband might be a little bit, confused as to where you've been coming from with the Mercury retrograde in your 7th house. But if anything, oh, Leo, did you hear from someone from your past during that retrograde? I sure did. My Leo rising brought in someone I haven't heard from for 20 years. But this is interesting because now that he's direct, you can proceed with all the information. All the senses are working. And it's also a really great time now to go forward with signing contracts. Mercury will clear his shadow after Valentine's Day, so wait a few days after that if you can, but it's smooth sailing after the 11th. On the 18th, both our new moon and the sun are making their monthly transit, but our new moon is actually almost a replica of last month's new moon. Last month it was at 0 degrees Aquarius, and this month our new moon is at 29 degrees, 59 minutes Aquarius. Ooh, there was lightning. I hope the power stays on. All right, let's get through this. Do you hear the thunder? Crazy. This is so, I know everywhere around the world is so used to this weather, but not California, so thunderstorms are bizarre. Okay, so the new moon is in Aquarius again, but right at the tail end cusp, so it's almost a Pisces moon. All of the energy is filtering into Pisces. So, but technically, this new moon is in your 7th house. Well, depending on how your natal chart, where the degrees are governed there. But the sun is entering Pisces in your 8th house, and the new moon is on the cusp of your 7th and 8th house. So this is beautiful for shared resources or intimacies. It's great for sex. It's great for relationships, but it's also more about earnings even and how you're getting your money and investors and people taking notice of you in the 8th house of property, inheritances, taxes. Great time, fabulous time for Leos to get their taxes done between February 18th and February 28th. Even great from February 18th through March 20th. But you've got so much support in your 8th house that this should be really easy to get your taxes handled this year. Okay, On the 19th, we've got some kind of romantic energy happening between Mars and Venus, who are following each other around the chart, around the sky. On the 19th, Mars enters Aries, the sign that he governs, and he'll be there through the 31st of March. And on the 20th of February, Venus enters Aries because she wants to go wherever Mars wants to go, apparently. Okay, so Venus enters Aries until the 17th of March. So they'll be coupled together and they'll both meet up with Uranus, who is, oh wow, it is pouring. I'm so sorry I'm distracted, but it's so loud. I'm wondering if I have to record this again. Wow, okay. Venus and Mercury, or Venus and Mars. Sorry about this. They're going to meet up with Uranus once they get into this sector, the 9th house, where everyone's going to be stationed. Mars, Venus, and Uranus. Uranus is shock and sudden electricity. And Mars is passion. Mars is drive, will, stamina, physicality, determination, energy. And then there's Venus. Smooth, sensual, loving, but also money, fiscally loving. So your 9th house is higher education and foreign travel and the broadening of your mind, your metaphysical realms, your spiritual, advanced self. There is a lot of energy for travel between the time of February 19th and March 31st, which is great because Mercury's direct too, so you'll have some positive influence there, and it'd be great to actually go to long distance travel because 9th house is abroad and overseas, so that would be very smooth. But there's also passion involved with foreign travel when Mars is there. You could connect with someone instantly and instantaneously due to Uranus bringing on quick, sudden surprise. And when Uranus works with Mars, they're both, Mars is very fast, but Uranus is electricity. Doesn't move very fast, but if you rub up against it, when Mars transits or is conjunct Uranus, you get that electric shock, and things can happen very suddenly and change your life forever. So it's something to pay attention to. Now, Sagittarius is affected with Saturn. So Saturn's at 4 degrees Sag, affecting the fire signs, retrograde in your 5th house. And Jupiter's still with you, Leo. So he's retrograde, but that doesn't hold him back. He's in your 1st house through August 11th of this year. And then we have Uranus in Aries. So your 1st house of self, your 5th house of romance and creativity and children, and your 9th house of foreign travel is all lit up. This is exciting. Let me pull the cards for you and see what they have to say for Leo, February 2015. And if you have any questions about your chart, or if you'd like to book a reading with me, please feel free to do so at audreyallison.com. I read all through the week. And I'm at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot on Facebook. Okay, Leo, here are your cards for February. The Two of Swords, a debate at a standstill, actively questioning and seeking information. Four of Swords, contemplation, reflection, meditation. Someone could be thinking about you as well, or your own thoughts. The Ace of Cups, beautiful card. Ace of Cups is the initiating factor or starts of love, the embers of a flame, not fire, but the embers of something starting in an emotional realm. Finding one's purpose or destiny with the Ace of Cups as well. And the Ace of Swords. Wow, you've got the Two of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, which is positive thinking, a brilliant idea, a stroke of good luck, or a very sharp decision making, and positive thinking, wisdom. You've got so much, you've got so much mental alertness and activity happening with the swords cards. That's the mind, that's the thought, the analytical thought. But I feel like it's centered all around this middle card, your love. What is your heart saying? If you're looking and searching for answers, go within, because it all resides within your heart. I think that's beautiful, but you've got to remain very positive and don't let anyone deter you from what you are focusing on mentally, because that is a very hard task, to not let others influence your path, because not everyone's on your path and not everyone is ascending forward. Some people you got to leave behind. So I say you have to, if you're at a standstill with someone, go within, follow your heart. It's leading you towards one purpose and destiny, a direction. And the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, one. You know, I said this in another reading. It was a message I channeled. But whether you're in relationship or not, we're all alone. We are one. We aren't born into a relationship. You know, obviously. Unless you're twins, but, you know, you're not really marrying your twin. So it's like you're solely responsible for the self and the self alone, regardless of children. And I know that's harsh, but literally, you're responsible for the self in that you need to achieve your personal goals. You're not achieving your child's goals, and vice versa. Do you know what I'm saying? So of course you got to take care of your kids, but the thing is, you want to not neglect your true heart's desire and what you're focused on, because you come into the life alone and you will leave it alone. And that is just what is up. So focus on you, Leo. Don't lose yourself in your heart's goal. My name is Audrey Allison, and I am so happy that you tuned in. I will see you next month. Have a sweet February and a sweet day. Bye.